Now let's come to today's paper. Today we are going to discuss CodeScientist. It's an open source system by Allen Institute. It's an end-to-end automated scientific discovery with code-based experimentation. What's the motivation? So scientists in all the fields have dreamt of a computer system that can help identify gaps in scientific knowledge and design, uh, and experiment to fill them. So there are other similar systems which lack this kind of creativity. They only tweak or modify existing code. They can't truly think new ideas. So this is something new which is there in this system. The evaluations are weak of other system, and most important thing, they mostly rely on reviewing papers only. So not whether they code or experiment actually. What is a code scientist? So it's a novel ADS system which can come up with scientific ideas, plan how to test it, run experiment using code, analyze data, and implement the code around multiple experiment all by its own. How does it work? To start the process, human scientist provides a number of scientific paper and a library of predefined pieces of code, which are called code blocks. Then it uses the LLM to kind of mutate the idea, mix it, cross it, and matching concepts are used to provide. And then many potential other ideas are generated from it. It uses single chain of thought for generation of idea. So in this idea stage, this LLM acts like a critic of its own. It looks for weaknesses and also alternative ways to make changes in ideas, and it make change in that idea without even touching the code. It also checks against the existing research whether already a research paper is present or not. Hmm, Next is, then after that we get idea as the output in ideation stage. But how do we pick worth investing idea? That's where human expertise plays crucial role. At least for now, the human provides brief comments on each idea. Once the code scientists get green light, it turns that idea into experiment that runs into the computer. So this happens, all this happens in a planning stage. So the code scientist takes the chosen idea and develops a really detailed step-by-step plan for how to actually conduct the experiment. It includes which AI model to use, what kind of data it needs to be collected, uh, how the results will be measured, and pre-written code blocks we are going to use, and many more things. And yes, also how to structure a pilot versus a full experiment. Now the building and the running part. In this experiment stage, the code is written and executed in sandbox environment, so it is easy to debug. It might sometimes go in iterative loop or rerun to get a desired result. The interesting thing of this is the researchers actually found that this part of the process can be quite variable, even when you have the same experiment plan for the same experiment. Um, then next is analyzing the result and creating reports. Also for writing, they have already given AI scientists standard LaTeX template, so it generates report accordingly. It summarizes and findings and everything. And yes, because of variability in the experiment, core scientist often runs the same experiment multiple times for a given research question. And this allows it to do what we called meta-analysis, where it looks like the result across all those runs to see if the findings are consistent or not. And then we have to, here it's directly given a human reviewer, but actually we have they have two reviewers, external and internal. The external reviewer is the LLM, which is also same or close as human reviewer. And once the report is generated, human reviewer checks if it is correct or not. The discovery experiments. So the ideas selected were totally 50. So the scientists selected total 50 ideas, promising ideas, and gave it to CodeScientist to test. So you can see there were 50 attempts to build an 15. Each idea generated 5 attempts, so there were total 250 attempts. So from the code scientist flagged 19 of 50 ideas. So 19 were correct according to code scientist, and after that, the human reviewer reviewed it, and they found the uh, six were meeting the minimum standard requirement for the scientific soundness and novelty. So the six were given the name as candidate discoveries. So these are the six which were confirmed by the human reviewer. And these six were accepted by both external reviewer and internal reviewer. These were rejected by human reviewer and LLM reviewer. These are total 11. So I'm going to explain one of the examples from that candidate discovery. So one of the ideas generated by that code scientist was state prediction confidence. So in this, they were looking at AI's confidence on how well it would predict what would happen in virtual world. How would it match how accurate those predictions were, and the confidence, how the confidence can match reality. And what they found was that the correlation was low. Basically, the AI was very good, but it was not sure when it was right or wrong. It thought it was right when it was wrong, and vice versa. So it is it is little bit of concern of trustworthiness here. Mm. So this were the report which was generated by code scientist. This is the code which was generated by code scientist. And uh, these are the findings which we got from all these 6 approved reports. I'll paste the GitHub link here. You can check the reports. So first finding was prediction confidence. Large language model show low correlation, which we saw in first example. It between self-assessed confidence and actual accuracy in state prediction. Second was representation effect. Models perform better with simple state representation compared to complex tasks. For example, in a game, it was asked to do simple tasks like to check whether the door is open or closed. Third is environment generation. A multi-state generation of virtual environments produces better result than a single state approach. Fourth is optimization challenge. The study identified specific limitation in language model, its ability to solve component substitution problems. Fifth is action prediction. Models struggle to predict action success with limited context. And last is memory structure. So till now, it does not work well with the multimodal. Like it can't detect images. So these are all the prompts. This is the planning prompt given to the model. This is the ideation prompt, then experimental reporting and meta-analysis. You can check it on GitHub. And the current limitation of this model is it still fails 95% of times. The system may sometimes say something and perform something. This can happen. It always needs human in loop for going ahead and selecting papers and reviewing and all. And next is sample size. They have only tested it on 50 ideas, so can't measure its full potential yet. And conclusion. So CodeScientist is a powerful early system in the field of AI assistant. It still needs improvement, especially in reliability and automation. It's more rigorous and experimental than others. So I'm done. Does anybody have any questions? I'll paste all the links. I kept it short because it was my very first session. So you can find everything in this.